Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Jungle, I'm from Slaughterhaus, Bristol. I'm going to show you how to do a makeup tutorial for Bristol Pride. I'm going to go from this to this! So I've already shaved my eyebrows back and put in my contact lenses. You can glue your eyebrows when doing drag. I just used to just shave mine off, to be honest. Prime. Okay, so you can put a wig cap on first, but that's not cool. And I'm just priming the eye area. I will prime the whole face when I do the base, but I'll do the eyes first. I do the eyes first just because it's more fun, to be honest. The base is the boring part, so you can just get that out of the way at the end. The eyes is the fun part. So I'm gonna just start my eyebrows first. Obviously, yeah, you can shave them or you can glue them. I just shave half of them off and then draw them sort of more up and over anyway. I used to just shave them completely, but I looked like an alien for like 2 years, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm just using, I've got this like face paint flash color palette basically, and just use like a smaller brush and just fill your eyebrows in. I like to do the eyebrows first because it stops me from going wild with my eyes, because otherwise I'll literally just do the eye like all the way up the side of my head, and it's gone out to about there, so I need to get it to go to about there. We'll leave them alone now. Using that cream thing, like you need to set that, or else that will go straight down your face. So I'm just getting some setting powder, or well, they're not even called setting powders. That's what I struggled when I was starting makeup. You know, no colour powder, so a transparent one. I think it's time to stop messing about and just put the wig cap on. When I'm wearing wigs, I like to just sort of put a bit of hairspray on the hairline of this, just because I'm going to attach it anyway, and that will dry and it'll stop the wig cap from sliding about. Big fluffy brush off this, and then I need a white. So I've got this little white sort of little dish, but just get that, and then basically what you want to do is just whack that all over your entire eye area. So I've just got a smaller brush, and I'm just going to go across the bottom of the eyebrow. That one's nice and new. This one's getting me an old. Cool, right. So you just want to get the shape in there. With the end of your eyeliner, don't go out and then up, just go up. It just makes it so much easier, because you want your face to look, you know. To the inner corner bit, you just go out a little, because you want to create that sort of cat eye. And then what I do is I just go up and straight over my lid. And like that. I do it all the way over the lid just because if I go like that and I've only got it on the rim there, one, it will make a silly shape, and two, it just prints up. So I do just find it easier to just go like that. So that's about 1 inch. I have another black eyeliner that I'll go over the top with eventually. Now, it's the fun bit. So what you want to do is just get like a bigger brush. I will take just like literally the lightest pink, and I'm just gonna go like around the top of the eyeliner with it. And then once I get to where the eyeliner starts to flick up, I'm just gonna round it off. So you create sort of like a round shape. Done that on that eye, now I'll just do it on the other one. Then I just get a little smaller one. That maroon there actually probably is the better option than the more purple one. And then I'm just going to go that across where it's going to be, my crease is going to go. So my crease will be between the black liner and the light pink. And you make like a little like rainbow. You get that other fluffy one again, and just go back in with sort of like a middle pink. The skin likes to move a lot more on this side, and that's fine, because you can just stipple it instead, and that blends it pretty much the same. So with the like deepest purple that we're going to use, you just put that right at where the edge of your crease will be. So just get that one sort of closer to the eyeliner with like a couple millimeters gap basically. And I'm just going to get literally the lightest pink now and just dab it on around the edges of the whole thing. Get that little white cream that you've got, and now we're going to cut that crease. So basically go along the top of where your liner is going to be, and you basically just need to make a little gap. That is what is the illusion of the eyelid. Yeah, that will do. When cutting the crease, like, you do actually want to be kind of neat with it. Yes, that's fine, because that will now go down into where the eyeliner is. Right, so I've got a white eyeshadow on the brush, and I'm just popping that on top of where I put the crease. I'm just doing this to stop it from being wet, basically, because you want to get it, you put shadows on top of liquids to make them dry, and that will definitely help with drag makeup for when you're sweating, because you are going to sweat, like if you're in full drag with wig and everything on. Basically, I think I'm just going to do a little bit of what I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a little bit of black along the bottom of the line. I don't like to go into my waterline because my eyes will melt. But on the bottom of the eye with a black eyeshadow. And just join it up with where the liner will be. So now I'm going to go back in with the black liner pen and just touch everything up. Basically following that original line that we did, if you can remember it, or if you still like it. If not, tweak it a little. So just on the inner there, what I did is I joined these up. So I joined up that line underneath my eye with the corner that I drew then. I'm gonna get my black pen, my black liner pen, and I'm gonna go like this, just on the edge of where the crease is. I am going to do the rest of my face, and then I will fill in the black liner last before I put the lashes on, just because when I'm putting on foundation and everything, I might get stuff on it, but that's pretty much the base of the eye. And what I will now do is I'll just set it and just let that dry. So when I'm brushing off any excess powder when doing my foundation, I don't get it across my whole face. What I'll now do is I will just get the primer that I used at the start and just go on the skin that I didn't prime. So particularly around my mouth, because that is where I get the most spots. So I will now put on the foundation. So first of all, you want to get the lighter foundation that you've got. So that is going to be lighter than your skin colour. Everyone sort of does highlights different areas of their face differently, but I tend to focus on this bit here, above my cheeks, across my nose, my chin, and then the bottom of the jaw, because you want to create that dimension, like this is the lightest part, this is the deepest part. I'm just putting on with a brush because it's on the last legs. If you've got a like a cream contour and it's not on its last legs, you can just draw it straight onto your face. I find this sort of shape works because you don't want to bring like it all, well you can, but I don't like to bring it all the way across my face because I want it to like pop out at the corners and chisel that part of your face a bit more. But also like once you set it, like pretty much most of the work you do disappears anyway, so you don't need to be too particular with your base. And I know people are like, a good base makes for a great canvas, but like my eye, you know, the eye is what you look at the most. Go on with your, well, the colour which will be your skin colour, so that should be the closest match, so this is an F6, it's just from Revolution. They're like £5 per one. Ideally I'd have my highlight colour as lighter because I have got quite pale skin, but this is like, to add, if I did just do it all in my flesh tones, then I just would be a little bit washed out. And then I'm just going to blend it with a beauty blender. Just be careful when going between your eyebrows, because you don't want to ruin your eyeshadow. So as I'm blending it, I can see that I need a bit more of the lighter colour, because I can still see quite a lot of my skin through it. So then I'll just go back in with the brush and literally just scoop out as much as I can. You don't want to put too much on, because if you get sweaty it will start to come off easier if it's not like pressed into your cheeks properly. But you also want to cover up, because I like have freckles and stuff like that. You want to be able to cover all that up and just get your base as sort of smooth as poss. Now we go in with the contour colour. So that should be a few shades deeper than your skin tone one that you used. I don't do like the harsh line contour as much as I used to, partially because my face isn't super even, so I was finding I was like the lines were just wonky and harder to match. But you sort of just make sure you just get it in the key places, so top of your forehead and your temples, and then your cheeks and your jaw. I don't put it on the edges of my nose because I like to do that with the powder again, like so I've got a bit more control, but I do put some on the bottom of it here. If you bring down in front of your ear as well with the contour and don't put any on the bottom of your chin, it will help sort of pinch your face into that more like V-line shape. But like literally, like I can already tell that it's gonna snatch me in just by like, even though I haven't blended any of it yet. Okay, bottom of the nose. And then go under your cheekbone and just blend that. You wanna like, just basically, yeah, like stippling it. You don't wanna be dragging it, because you just, like from front on, you want it to create those shadows, and you put the highlight above it anyway. And this one you want to blend down, because you want to keep that highlight above, like on your jaw. Now I go back in with the beauty blender that I used for the lighter foundation, and I'm just going to stipple across the actual jawline. That is the base covered up pretty much, and what I will now do is I will just start setting the face. So you just get your original powder, wow, and hold your breath. So make sure to get the neck, the face, the forehead, but now I've got it on the forehead, can't be raising those eyebrows anymore because you don't want it to crease. And now what I'll do is I will just get that powder again and go on the edge of the big brush, or you can use a beauty blender for this one, and you just want to... I like to contour with like colours and blushes and stuff. I've got this little blush thing that I've made here. So it's got like a little orange in it, a little pink, a little gold, sort of like a deeper brown, a little burgundy. And basically just get like a rounder, fluffier brush, but not as round and fluffy as that other one. And just sort of pack it on all over, all like 6 of the colours. And it makes this nice little mix of colours there. And then you just go in. If I want it to look more like contour, I'll go across on the browns first. And then I'll go in with a blush to sort of match the look. If I want it to be more like all blush, then I will I'll just pretty much, like, sometimes I just use a red eyeshadow, but you want to make sure there's like a bit of blush or some sort of orange or pink or red in there, just to show that it's still flesh. And then with the cheeks, just go like along the bottom of your cheekbone. Like I'm brushing it up to that little triangle that's been created there. So then we just follow the line that we did with the contour there. So down like that, and then just pretty much straight back and forward across your jaw. So now that I've contoured it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in with a white eyeshadow this time and just go along the bottom of my jaw again. Cool, right, now it's the nose, which is the stressful part. So just get a thinner brush, something which has sort of got some smooth sides on it. I still don't really know how to contour my nose, and I change my mind every time, but one thing that does sort of work is like almost do a little arrow. I tend to just do like a little straight line across the bottom of my nose and just fill all that in. And so I've got like the lightest of my contour palette, and I'm just gonna go on the bridge of my nose first and pinch that in. And then what I do is sort of, I just blend it out across the top of the nostril there, and it creates like a little arrow shape. So I've just got a deeper contour colour now, and I'm just going to go across the edge there. Cute, okay, that's actually fine. Brush off that excess white down there, and then I've got a little no, that's not the right one. The skin is quite warm. The eye is a cold colour because it's purple. So actually I'm going to go with a pink highlighter. But you basically just get the fan brush and then you just go on the highlight on like the top of your cheek. And then we will get a little bit on the tip of the nose, a little bit on the bridge of the nose, a little bit on the top of the lip, a little bit on the chin. I'm going to put glitter in the crease. So get a little bit of glue that's sort of safe around your eyes. And I've got a little brush there. So what I'll do is I'll just get that little brush and a bit of the glitter glue, and I'm just gonna go on here and get the glitter. So I've got a little silver one here, but make sure it's an eye safe one because otherwise you'll cause yourself some right damage, especially if you've got contact lenses in. And basically just press the glitter along the glue in the crease. Try and close your eye a little bit as you're doing it though, just to prevent any from going in your eye. Now it's time for the liner. So I've got this like little gel one. You can just go back in with the brush one. Cool, cute. Lashes. So just get a little curl on your lashes. Your lashes up with mascara. This will cover up because you don't end up putting your like drag lashes on your lash line properly. This will cover it up and make it so it's not like, oh, that's your normal eye and then that's where the lashes are, you know. Get my lashes, put a little bit of lash glue on them. With your lashes, you want to make sure you don't get saggy lashes, so I tend to make sure the glue's tacky. You just go, place it on your inner corner and then go up across the lash line. So as long as it's sitting, so place it in your inner corner and then you just push it up into your crease. So only actually is touching your lash line right at the inner corner of your eye. The rest of it, it's going up and out into your crease. That will mean that you get that effect rather than like this. And then inner corner, and then just up across where your crease would be. Right, now what I think we've got to do is lippy doodles. The way I do it, right, I don't line my lips. So I got that and I go, press it on the top one, fill in where that then is. We basically just keep going. And then you've got your lip shape. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. I'm gonna set it. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my costume and then I'll show you how to put on your hats. I've got my costume on. So what I'll just do is basically you want to get the hairspray, just put it along the hairline, get a bit of your spirit gum and just put it on where the flaps of your wig will go if you're wearing one. Take your wig. It's always a little bit easier to put on a wig standing up, but basically what you want to do is get the middle of your wig lined up with your head and put it on where the hairline will be. There should be a little clip in the back, go down, put that underneath the back of your wig cap, and then you just pull the sides of this down onto where you've put that clip. So now that that's on my head like that, what I basically do is get my spirit gum and you just go along the lace of the wig and glue it sort of one bit at a time, one step at a time. What I would always recommend doing is just one last sort of setting. Now you've got everything on, you can pop a gloss on your lip. And you're done! So this is my finished look. I think I look very gorgeous. I think this is really fun. I can't wait to see if anyone recreates it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Jessie's Jungle and follow my drag collective, Slaughterhaus Bristol. We do monthly cabarets and we're so excited to get back to doing everything. But yeah, thank you Bristol Pride for asking me to do this. I've had a blast and it's been absolutely lovely. Bye.